after he ends this, take a 30-second break and send it down. After he finishes his answer here, give a 30-second break and send it down.
So in that respect, we can see probably some teams that will try and force the other teams into making the mistake. I believe that making mistakes...
Mary Lou, when he finishes this answer, take a 30-second break and send it to us.
And I believe the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, offensively and defensively, will come out on top. Looking over the Madonna football team, as you had a chance to do in scouting of a couple of films that you may have had a chance to look at, what impresses you the most about the Blue Don team?
Mary Lou.
Well, what impressed me most about the Blue Don?
When he finishes this, you got to send it to us.
They're well coached. You can tell that everybody's doing what they should be doing. They're hardly ever out of position. And I guess you have to contribute that.
Steve Beloga has the ball teed up on its side, so we're not going to see a very deep kickoff by the Blue Dons here to open the contest. Deep for the Mullins Rebels, Reggie Hurst on the near sideline. And on the far sideline is Greg Church. And here to bring you all of this afternoon's play-by-play action between the Madonna Blue Dons and the Rebels from Mullins High School is John Serena.
All right, Michael, here's the kickoff. And a spiraling kick that is touched at the 15. Ball loose, picked up at the 12. Out over the 15, a shoulder tackle at the 18-yard line. Down to make the stop for the Madonna Blue Dons was Rich Milburn, and Milburn horse-collared Hurst and brought him down. They'll spot the ball at the 19-yard line, and that's where it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for the Rebels of Mullins High School.
Also assisting on that tackle, John, Mike Patera getting down the field in pretty good position that time as the fumble kickoff costing Mullen good field position on this opening drive.
Sizemore sets his ball club, the quarterback. Madonna with a 4-4. Sizemore hands the ball up on the right side. Big hole across the 20 out to the 25 to the 26-yard line. Church was the ball carrier. Over to make the stop for the Blue Dons was David Oseba, along with Frank Lucchino. It's nice to see Frank back in the football game today. So the ball is spotted at the 26-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 3 yards to go. 7-yard pickup on first down for Mullins. Mullins in white uniforms and light blue numerals. Long count. Now a man in motion to the left and a handoff on the right side. Same play. Big hole. First down Mullins across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. Once again, Church the ball carrier. And again, Lucchino along with Oseba over to make the stop. But a first down for Mullins as they're opening up a big hole on the right side. And Church, just with a direct slant off that side, picks up the yardage for the first down. Pro set with a wing back to the left side now. Sizemore sets him up. Sizemore gives to Church again. They tried the same play, but not this time. The Blue Dons on top of it. Rich Milburn tracking through to bring down the ball carrier. It was Church again. They were going with the same play, and the Blue Dons said not this time. 3-yard loss. It'll be second down and 13 for the Rebels. Back at their own 28-yard line.
They're trying to attack the Madonna defensive end out on the right side, and what they're doing is trying with the lead block from Steele, which is their lead blocker at the point of attack on most plays.
All right, here's Sizemore keeping the football on the option. He's turning the corner, gets across the 30, out to about the 32-yard line before he's brought down, and the initial contact out there was by John Porco for the Blue Dons. Also helping out was big John Nyman for Madonna. It'll be third down and about 9 yards to go for the Mullins Rebels as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wing back is to the right this time. Pro set behind the quarterback Sizemore. Let's see if he goes to the air. Sizemore rolling right, looking upfield. They're after him. He's going to run with the football now, and he's going to be gang tackled at the 35-yard line. He wanted to throw. That was good pursuit, and there was also good defensive coverage by the Blue Dons downfield. Rich Milbert was there, along with Brennan Lafferty and Oseba. So fourth down in a punting situation, and dropping back to kick is Clyde Sizemore. Kazmarek back in single safety. Here's the kick, and he hits a beautiful high spiral. Kazmarek takes it. Kazmarek at the 30, the 35, still running and brought down as he gets to the 37-yard line. Down to make the stop for Mullins is David Dixon, a 6'2", 215-pound senior for Mullins.
35-yard punt with a 7-yard return by Ken Kazmarek. The Blue Dons getting the football for the first time today. Jason Backo has his club set at the 37-yard line. In the backfield to open the ball game for the Blue Dons, Hawk and Daughtery.
And out of the huddle. It's a pro set behind the quarterback, Backo. Backo with a long count now. Hands the ball to Daughtery. Daughtery for a big hole on the left side across the 40 out to the 44-yard line. Daughtery following his blocking, gets out to the 44-yard line, and we have an injury for Mullins. Mullins ball player down. 8:56 to go in the first quarter, no score. We'll be back after this timeout. Tell her how
Just 30. I told her everything in the game is at 30.
Well, you may win a 60.
We're already through the end of the first quarter. I gotta try and hold up. Just give us the Domino's and send it back.
Call Domino's and satisfy that hunger. Domino's Pizza at 1213 Pennsylvania Avenue in Weirton or 457 Main Street, Mullins. Call now in Weirton 797-7222 or Mullins 527-3110.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, the Madonna Blue Dons on their first play of their opening drive pick up a nice 7-yard pick, or 6-yard pickup was given. 6 yards for Tim Daughtery on the opening play as the Blue Dons started from their own 38-yard line out to the 44. And the Blue Dons, I think that time crossing up Mullins a little bit, as if though the Rebels have seen a lot of films of the Blue Dons. They have opened most games with a dive off the right side. This time they came with a straight dive off the left side. And the injury to David Steele, a very key loss possibly for the Mullins Rebels, as he's the blocking back in that running attack and one of the leading tacklers for the Mullins Rebels. We'll have to make a note of this, as with 8:56 to go in the first quarter, Steele injured, and he's being helped to the sidelines.
That's Bubby.
David Bubba Steele.
That's right. Bubby is going to the sidelines, and he doesn't seem to be rocking too gingerly on his right ankle. The right ankle already heavily taped, and could be a problem for Mullins. Their big blocking back out of the ball game. Let's see how long he stays out. But here comes Madonna, 2nd down and 4 at their own 44. Backo under center, right side, gives the ball to Hawk, and Hawk runs into a wall. Hawk may gain a couple of yards to the 46-yard line. The stop out there was by Mullins' John Runyon. Runyon, 6'3", 254 pounds. I'm going to tell you what, they've got some size on this Mullins football team. So it'll be 3rd down and about a yard for the Blue Dons at their own 46-yard line. And Backo under center. Backo takes the snap, give the ball to Daughtery, and Daughtery appears to have a first down as he gets to about the 48-yard line. It will be a first down for the Blue Dons. First down, Madonna. The stop was by David Dixon, but the Blue Dons get a first down. 8:04 to go first quarter. There's no score between the Blue Dons and the Rebels of Mullins High School. Number 8, Mullins. Number 1, the Blue Dons.
Blue Dons have lots of running room to the wide side of the field, and they line up in the eye this time. You may see him go that way.
Backo under center, and Backo gives the ball right up the middle to Daughtery. Daughtery breaks out into the open. Daughtery at the 30-yard line, still going to 25 and drops out from behind as he gets to the 22-yard line. Daughtery goes through a big hole, and those little legs are pounding, and he gets all the way down to the 21-yard line. Daughtery will not outsize you, 5'5", 160 pounds, but he can ramble.
31-yard pickup on the play, and it took a saving dive by Reggie Hurst to trip him up as he knocked Daughtery off balance. He stumbled forward for another 10 yards, and the Blue Dons get the first scoring opportunity of the ballgame.
First down at the 21-yard line. Backo takes the snap, rolling, pitching the ball back down, trying to turn the corner, and just getting inside the 20 is Hawk. Hawk just gets inside the 20-yard line, and that's all. Over to make the stop for Mullins was Mark Sizemore, along with Greg Dooley, a 6'1", 191-pound linebacker. Ball at the 19-yard line. It'll be second down and about 8 yards to go.
David Steele back into the lineup, so very quickly the Rebels get their leading tackler back into the ballgame.
And here's Backel with a quarterback keeper. Now he's rolling left. He wants to throw, and he's knocked out of bounds. Looked like a broken play or a problem as Backel slipped when he took the snap.
And Brian Maley was all alone on the backside as he had come out of from the right tight end position. If Backel had a second to stop and maybe look down the field, Brian Maley was standing all alone in the end zone. He was trying to maybe look for Frank Lucchino on the near sideline, but unable to do so as the Blue Dons lose yardage back to the 21, third down 10, upcoming.
Out of the huddle, high formation with a wing back to the left side. Szadzinski. Lucchino split right. Backel takes the snap, rolls right. Look, there's Lucchino wide open at the 10-yard line. Cuts back at the 5. Touchdown, Madonna! Oh, what a beautiful move by Lucchino! As he left a part of the uniform of a Mullins player at the 5-yard line. Lucchino was wide open at the 10, had a defender at the 5, and did a little jig and went into the end zone, and the Blue Dogs draw first blood. They lead it 6-0. And here's Balogun to attempt the extra point out of a hold of Jason Backel. The snap, the placement. He's going to hit the scoreboard. He may go over the scoreboard. It did. And the Blue Dogs lead it 7-0 with 6:39 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second pause.
7 plays, 62.
Management is confident that this is the year of Madonna to go all the way. And remember, if you have relatives coming in for the holidays, call the Townhouse Motel now for reservations. Don't get yourself out. Make your guests more comfortable. The Townhouse Motel is closer than you think. The Townhouse Motel, Freedom Way, Weirton. Phone 748-2260 for reservations.
The Madonna Blue Dons scoring first in this afternoon's ball game. 7 plays, 62 yards on the drive, and the Blue Dons on a 21-yard pass to Frank Lucchino from Jason Backel. And on that play, as Backel rolled his right, the corner man came up to the line of scrimmage, left Lucchino unguarded, and it was one-on-one with the safety. Lucchino wins it, and the Blue Dons lead 7-0.
Here's the kickoff, and a low squid kick picked up the 30-yard line, out over the 35, still running at the 40, and brought down at the 41-yard line. Running with the football was Mark Sizemore, and for the Blue Dons, Matt Zagula, a 5'9", 160-pound junior down on the stop. So Mullins with great field position, 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. But the Blue Dons in the lead 7-0 on a beautiful pass play from Backel to Lucchino. Wing back to the right side. And here's a handoff on the left side, and there's a wall that drops the ball carrier. Steele was the ball carrier, and nothing but dark blue uniforms over there. Negative yardage. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 12. Second and 12 for Mullins at their own 39-yard line. They put a wing back out in the slot left, and I think Sizemore will probably throw this football. Let's see. Sizemore, no, he hands it off up the middle, and Church is hit and dropped after a gain of maybe 3 yards. The hit was by Rich Milbert. They'll pick up 4 on that play. It'll be third down and about 8 yards to go.
13 yards and 4 carries for Greg Church, and as we were told that he would be the main running back in that offensive set.
Church and Steele are the setbacks behind Sizemore. Again, they put a slot out to the left side. And Sizemore rolling left to throw. Hash blocking, looks upfield, throws the pass. Almost intercepted, knocked away. Almost intercepted by Daugherty, and hit out of open field. But the pass thrown too low. Daugherty at 5'5" isn't a giant, and he had a hand on it.
That time when they ran a wingback and a split receiver far to the left. They ran the outside man and curled it back underneath as they ran the wing down the field. And they tried to go underneath and pick up just enough of the first down, but as you said, Daugherty reading the play and knocking the pass down.
All right, waiting for the snap back at the 30-yard line. There it is, and a short kick comes off the side of his foot, hits at the 40. Reverse English, and is going to be down at the Madonna 47-yard line. 10-yard kick that time, very short, and took a 7-yard reverse bounce, and the Blue Dons have the ball at their own 47.
10-yard punt.
So Madonna gets good field position with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They lead at 7-0. This game moving along a little faster than the one last night, Mike.
A 10-yard punt for a punter who averages over 41 yards a kick. That part of the game, Mullins had to really hope that they would have a chance to put Madonna back, but getting him up around midfield, the Blue Dons in another scoring opportunity.
Backel out of the eye, fake the handoff, give the ball on a reverse to Latino. Latino at the 50-yard line and knocked down inside the 50 at the Mullins 49-yard line. They gave it on a flanker reverse that time, and Lucchino got the ball just across the 50-yard line into Rebel territory. It's going to be second down and about 6.5 yards to go for the Blue Dons. Leading 7-0, 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Wingback is left. Split end right. And a handoff on the left side, and still driving across the 40 to the 35 to the 30-yard line. Osega would not be brought down, and he drove all the way to the Mullins 30-yard line. Second and third effort. What a beautiful run.
20-yard pickup for the leading rusher of the Madonna Blue Dons. He scored 10 touchdowns on the rush, caught one pass, so he's gotten himself into the end zone quite a bit this season, and David Oseba knows how to move forward with the football. Backel up to the line of scrimmage, split back set for Madonna.
And here's a handoff on the left side. Driving in is Oseba across the 25 to the 24-yard line. They'll mark it back at the 25. That's where it will be. And the stop was by Hunter Wade, along with David Dixon. So it'll be second down and 5 yards to go. Out of the huddle. Wing back right. And nothing there. Handoff up the middle, and I'm going to tell you what, John Runyon, all 254 pounds of him, met David Burns right at the line of scrimmage and nailed him. I'll tell you what, Burns was no match there. It'll be third down and 5.
Burns, as he started to get the football, could see that he was going to be hit pretty good, and he did a good job really that time just holding on to the football as Runyon put a good lick on him.
So wingback goes right this time, and that's Shadzinski, and rolling left now. Looking upfield is Backel, and Backel lobs it downfield, has a man there, and what a catch by Lucchino at the 5-yard line. Lucchino leaning over the end line or on the near sideline, kept both feet in bounds. Just like Lee Swan, he hauled the ball in at the Mullins 5-yard line. What a beautiful catch that was.
2 passes caught by Lucchino. He's made a good play on both of them. 2 catches for 41. First and goal for the Blue Dons from the 5.
And the Blue Dons ready to strike again. Backel gets the ball on the right side. Touchdown, Madonna. Oseba into the end zone, and the Blue Dons have put 13 on the board very quickly. And the Mullins stands across the way, just sitting stunned. And Bologna will come in to attempt another extra point. Out of a Jason Backel hole. Waiting for the snap. It's a high one. Backel is going to have to lob the ball in the end zone. 2 points! It was a planned play. And Oseba catches the ball, and the Blue Dons lead it 15-0. Look back after this ball.
just a 30-second spot.
And the great thing about free throws is there is no collateral required. Take advantage of this great offer. Get out there and support the Madonna Blue Dons in their drive to a state championship. Wheeling National Bank, Main Street, Wilson.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, we got word from Laidley Field in Charleston. Stonewall leading Wheeling Park by a score of 7-0. Madonna 15-0 here.
And the ball bounces over one of the receivers' heads on the squib kick and rolls into the end zone, and Mullins will get the ball at the 20-yard line. As soon as the ball crosses the plane of the end zone, makes no difference whether it's been touched or not. It is the ball to the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mullins at their own 20-yard line, and Mullins on the short end of a 15-0 score. And the Blue Dons just doing everything right so far this afternoon. Well, they're going to have to go to the air shortly. Sizemore out of a power eye right. Sizemore gives the ball to Church. Church hit at the line of scrimmage, gets maybe a yard. The stop for the Blue Dons. Brennan Lafferty took him on one-on-one. And we have a couple of flags down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Illegal motion against Mullins. The Blue Dons might refuse this. What are they going to do? No gain on the play.
I think the Dons will probably still even accept the penalty and move them back a little bit. They will take the motion penalty, move them back to the 15. The Dons want to try and get them quickly into a desperate situation, the first penalty of the day. And if they can do that, force them to try and play into the Blue Dons' hand with a good pressure type defense. And Madonna wanting to take every opportunity to force them into long yardage.
Well, here come the white-clad Mullins Rebels. Again, a power eye to the right side. And they fake the handoff to Church. He wants to throw. Looks upfield, has a man open. Caught at the 25 and wrestled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Jones was over there to make the stop on Jason Jenkins at the 25. That's a pickup of 10 yards. And one of the best positive plays for Mullins so far this afternoon. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 for Mullins at their own 25-yard line as the Rebels come up to the line of scrimmage. Madonna with a 15-0 lead. Wing back to the right side, pro set. And now a man in motion to the right side. Sizemore takes the snap, gives the ball to Church. Church hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. The Blue Dons are keying on him, and they're looking for him. And that could be a long afternoon for him. The stop was by Molino and Torco for Madonna. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 yards to go. 3rd and a long 3 at the Mullins 27-yard line. Minute 14 to go here in the first quarter. Madonna with a 15-0 lead. Wing back right. Pro set behind Sizemore. And Sizemore fakes the handoff, looking across the middle, lobs it downfield. It's incomplete. Over the hands of the intended receiver. He was looking for interference, but he won't get it. It was intended for Bart Hawk, a 6'2", 187-pound senior, and Mullins going to have to punt it away again to the Madonna Blue Dons.
And we told you earlier that the tight end would be a key receiver for the Mullins Rebels, and they tried to hit him with a little bit longer than a pop pass, but the Blue Dons well covered.
There's the snap, and the kick is another short kick off the side of his foot, and they're going to let it roll, but it will not get to the 50-yard line. It'll be at the 49. Michael, what's that, about a 15-yard, 20-yard punt?
From the 27 out to the 44, 17 yards. No,
to the 44. Yeah,
to the 44, 17-yard punt. He's got 2 under 20, and that's got to kill that momentum Mullins would have hoped to have had if they could have moved Madonna back. And the Blue Dons, with 51 seconds to go in the first quarter, have another excellent drive starting point from the Mullins 44.
Seems like everything's starting on the Mullins side of the 50. Here's a handoff on the right side, and driving to the 40-yard line is Dodderick. Dodderick will get to the 40. The stop out there was by Mullins' Greg Dooley, a 6'1", 191-pound senior, but a pickup of 4 yards for the Blue Dons. 2nd down and 6 at the Mullins 40. Madonna moving from right to left as we look down on Jimmy Carey Stadium with less than a half a minute to go in the first quarter of play. 15-0, Madonna in the lead. Wing back right, Backel under center. Backel on the option, pitching the ball back, and there's running room for Hawk across the 35, down to the 30 to the 28-yard line. Hawk gets all the way to the 28 for a first down for the Blue Dons. The stop down there was by Joe Lilly, a 6'2", 238-pound sophomore.
Third carry for Brian Hawk, and he now has picked up 16 yards on the afternoon. But on that play, the Blue Dons forced to pitch it quickly as Greg Church shot down the line and took a shot at Jason Backel like he's supposed to do defensively. Forced a quick pitch, but the Blue Dons able to turn the corner as the first quarter comes to a close. After one quarter play in this single-A quarterfinal game, it's Madonna 15 and Mullins nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. If you have any scores on any of those other games, go in between the spots here.
That's right.
Okay, we got the score from Laidley.
Even a few pickups.
Just try and get the Wahama score.
35, 15 Main Street, Weirton. For final clearance prices on all 87 cars, trucks, and demonstrators.
Well, Mike and John, we do have a score from Point Pleasant. So far, at the end of the first quarter, it's Moorefield 7 and Wahama nothing.
You're listening to a
Moorefield 7, Wahama nothing, first quarter. Go over and tell them that. Moorefield 7, Wahama nothing, first quarter. Thank you very much, Lou.
All those faulty bargain pizzas out there. There are certain unwritten laws to making a delicious pizza.
We believe we will beneath those laws, sir.
Enjoy a Pizza Hut pan pizza today. With locations in Weirton, Steubenville, Wintersville, and Wellsburg.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium as we get set to move into second quarter action, we also find out from Laidley Field that it's Wheeling Park 7 and Stonewall Jackson 7. So the Patriots doing a job down there against the #1 ranked Stonewall Generals. Let's get it backwards.
Here's the Blue Dons up to the line of scrimmage. Backel on the option, gives the ball on the right side, still driving across the 20 down to the about the 18-yard line. Good running that time by, that was Daughtery, I believe. So they'll put the ball at the 18, and it's another Madonna first down, and Mullins just having all kind of difficulty trying to stop this Madonna offense, which has come out here and just shocked them. 15-0 the score. The Blue Dons driving. Backel takes the snap. Quarterback keeper. 5-yard line. Touchdown! Daughtery on a quarterback keeper. Backel on a quarterback keeper just goes right up the middle into the end zone. And the Blue Dons now lead it 21-0.
Blue Dons that time, 4 plays to get it in from 44 yards out. And the Blue Dons, as you say, John, with a explosive offense, and Mullins is giving them all the opportunities to score with good field position.
And Beloga out. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. With 11:33 to go in the first half. Madonna 22, Mullins nothing. We'll be back after this.
That's exactly what I've been doing. Except I've got a step further already. How could that be? I put the Hancock County Federal.
Oh, no, this is a 60. You can't run those 60s during the game. You got to run those when we call for a 60-second break.
I
Played a 60.
Sounds great to me. Those folks remind me of my new friends. Always ready as a currently present with offices in Chester, Weirton, and Cumberland.
Squib kickoff by the...
Here's an extra for you. In the second quarter, it's Matewan and Wirt County tied at 10. Also in the second quarter, Bryan Valley 6, Tyler County nothing.
Okay, Mary Lou, thank you for those updates. Squib kick, and Mullins starts at their own 30.
They recovered it at the 30. Back to throw is Sizemore. Looking upfield, lobbing the pass, overthrown. Intended downfield for Reggie Hurst, who came out of the backfield, and Reggie Hurst couldn't get to the football. Ball thrown just too tall for him. So it's an incompleted pass, and that stops the clock with 11:12 now left to go in the first half. 22-0. Madonna in the lead over Mullins, and they'll have it 2nd and 10 at their own 30. Out of the huddle. Sizemore sets his team with a single running back. He's got double wings left. He's back to throw. They got to go to the throwing game. Oh, he throws it over the middle and brought down at the 32-yard line. Good defensive play out there by Madonna's Lucchino as he got the ball to Church, and Lucchino is hurt. Lucchino hurting a little bit as he comes back to the defensive huddle. There's a gain of only, let's call it a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Wingback is in a slot left this time. Pro set behind the quarterback Sizemore. Takes the snap, and he gives on an inside handoff, and Madonna's not fooled. Gave it to Church on an inside handoff, and Madonna was not fooled, and the stop out there was by Brian Hawk. So 3 downs and out for Mullins, and they're having trouble with the Madonna defense, and the defense is having a whale of a lot of trouble with the Madonna offense. Kazmarek back to receive this punt, and he can break it. There's the snap, and there's a beauty. Nice high spiral. Taken back at the 20-yard line, at the 25, and out to the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's where Kazmarek's brought down. It'll be 1st down for the Blue Dogs. Let's call it the 32.
And he gets a little bit closer to his average that time, a 47-yard effort with a 12-yard return for the Blue Dogs. We start this time with what you would call their worst field position of the day, their own 32-yard line with 9:51 to go in the second quarter.
But that ain't bad, as they say, at the 32. And out of the huddle, Shodzinski right, Lucchino left. Long count. Give the ball in a counter play to Oseba, and he'll drive for a couple of yards. They tried a little counter play on the left side, and the stop out there was by Bart Hawk, a 6'2", 187-pound senior. Gain of 2, 2nd down 8 for the Blue Dons at their own 34-yard line. And now we have a timeout being called by Mullins. 9:24 to go in the first half. Madonna with a 22-0 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
They get a good price. When time matters to you, you need Ed's Quick Print. They offer just about any type of printing. Business letterheads, envelopes, brochures, personal stationery, invitations, flyers, raffle tickets. Don't rush around just to be frustrated at the last minute. Make Ed's Quick Print your business and personal printing shop.
If you got any other scores, go in between here.
Next to the bus terminal and on North 3rd Street in downtown Steubenville. The caring people at the Greco-Hertnick Funeral
Okay.
would like to wish the Madonna Blue Dons the very best of luck in tonight's game. The Greco-Hertnick Funeral Home has been providing comfort and support for area residents.
Okay, Lou, after this, just send it back. Even if you got something, we'll save it for a little bit later on.
Think about death, it is a reality, but it's a welcome relief to know that Greco-Hertnick will be there when you need them.
Helping to make your trying time a little easier. Look to the Greco-Hertnick Funeral Home, 3219 Main Street in Weirton.
Back to Jimmy Carey Stadium. The game so far thoroughly dominated by the Madonna Blue Dons. The Blue Dons with 161 yards in total offense in 18 plays, while Tyler has been able to muster just 35 yards in total offense.
High formation. And Backel gives the ball off to Burns. Burns breaks through a big hole. Burns into the secondary, across the 40, out to the 45, to the 46-yard line. David Burns with another Madonna 1st down at the Blue Dons 40, call it the 47-yard line.
13-yard pickup for David Burns.
Szadzinski comes in with the play from the Blue Don bench. And Backel brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Lucchino split to the left side. Szadzinski right. It'll be a pro set. And a handoff, no, a fake and a keep now by Backel as he dives into the line, and Jason will pick up maybe a yard or two on the play. That's about all. The pitch man was covered, so he decided to dive it into the line and pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Jason, a very heady quarterback. 2nd down 8 for Madonna at their own 48-yard line. Jones will be split to the right side this time, and Lucchino left. And Backel back to throw, looking upfield, lobs it down there, and it is intercepted at the 20-yard line. An interception intended for Lucchino. The pass intercepted by Clyde Sizemore, 160-pound, 5'9" senior, and Mullins gets their first defensive great play of the afternoon. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Pass underthrown a little by Backel.
They tried to pump fake, and that time Sizemore didn't come up quickly on the out pattern for Lucchino. He stayed back expecting him to go deep, and Lucchino, as you said, his pass just a little bit short of the mark, and Sizemore with a good defensive play for the interception.
All right, here's Sizemore up to the line of scrimmage and fakes the handoff on the option. He'll keep the football 25-30 out to the 33-yard line. May be a Mullins 1st down as Hawk brings him down. It'll be close, and they're going to have to set the chains, and we'll see. It's a 1st down for Mullins at their own 33-yard line. So the Rebels get a good play, and they'll spot the ball. Let's call it the 32 now, and it'll be 1st and 10. 7:50 to go in the 1st half. Madonna with a 22-0 lead. In the pro set, give the ball, and Church finds a hole across the 35 out to the 39-yard line. Tackle by Lucchino right around his ankles, but he gets to the 39-yard line, and all of a sudden the Mullins team has found some holes in the Madonna defense. 2nd down and about 3 yards to go for Mullins at their own 39-yard line. Wingback is in a slot left this time, pro set. And they give the ball to Church, and Church dives into the line across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That may be close to a 1st down. Oseba makes the stop for the Blue Dons. It's another 1st down for Mullins, and now they've moved the ball to the 43-yard line.
Well, you knew that the Rebels had a good offensive team coming in, no matter who you're playing. If you could put up the kind of numbers that they put up yardage-wise, that they had an opportunity to move the football. And right now, they're really just trying to fight to stay in this football game, as if they get behind any more, they're out of it.
Sizemore under the center. Give the fake the handoff. Pitch the ball to Church. Church hit the backfield and drop. Good defensive play out there by Daugherty as he drops Church in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 14 at the Mullins 39-yard line. It was good pursuit, good penetration that time by Daugherty, and as Church got the pitch, Daugherty was there to knock him down with an arm tackle, actually, but did bring him down. So we'll have, again, a pro set with a wing back left, 2 tight ends. And one of the Mullins ball players moved after he had come to the set position, so we will have a 5-yard penalty against the Mullins Rebels.
And the Rebels will be moved back to inside their 35 to the 34-yard line with the penalty. And the Rebels really in a position that they can't afford this now, a little bit longer situation.
I don't understand this. You know, referee calls the captain over. You have a dead ball foul.
They have no opportunity to decline.
I mean, why? I don't understand that. Well, let him do his job.
They looked as if they were going to try and throw something on either a slant from the outside or to the tight end. Let's see if they come back to the same play.
Well, they've got 2 tight ends again. And now we're going to have another flag. And let's see if Mullins may have moved again.
They blew the play dead, and that could be the call.
Offside against Mullins. And they'll call the Madonna captain over again. I just don't understand on a dead ball foul why you call the captain over. Just take the penalty. Why would you refuse a 5-yard dead ball penalty?
Well, we saw, I believe, one time I was listening to the tape earlier that Weir High got penalized 5 yards against Oak Glen and lost it down on a dead ball foul.
Well, it's second and...
you can always try for those.
about 23 yards to go now. Mullins playing self-destruct at their own 30. Back to throw. They give on an inside handoff to Church. Church across the 30, out to the 33-yard line, where the Blue Dons make the stop. And the first man in for Madonna was Joe Chinosky, a 6'1", 195-pounder.
4-yard pickup for Church gives him 28 yards and 10 carries in the ballgame.
So it'll be third down and about 20 yards to go for Mullins at their own 33-yard line. Single running back, and they've got twins out here on the left side. And back to throw. Sizemore lobs it upfield, and I don't know where he was throwing that. That ball must have slipped off his hand or someone hit it.
He got hit just as he started to throw, and Brendan Lafferty had a shot at an interception, but he was going back to cover with a man, so the pass falls incomplete. And of course,
he had a man running a sideline pattern down the far sidelines, but that ball, somebody hit his arm, and it fell about 20 yards short. All right, here's Kazmarek back to receive a punt now on 4th down. And the kick is away. High spiral. Kazmarek at the 26. Out over the 30 to the 35. And brought down at about the 37-yard line. So that's where Madonna will have it with a little less than 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Madonna with a 22-0 lead over Mullins. And the Blue Dons with pretty good field position at their own, call it the 38-yard line. And the clock is running as now we have a timeout, officials timeout.
40-yard.
One of the Mullins Rebels having a little equipment problem.
40-yard punt that time for Clyde Sizemore with a 10-yard return by Kenny Kazmarek. And Kazmarek, averaging over 7.5 yards a return for the Blue Dons throughout the season, is a little bit better than that today. So Kazmarek doing a good job on his end of the specialty teams, as well as getting the Blue Dons in field position.
And now the youngster who was having a problem with his shoulder pads now is having problems with his chin strap.
We're going to send him off for a minute or two. That'll be the inside tackle John Runyon, the 254-pound lineman, and to come in and replace him. They lose a lot of size on this switch as they come in with Jason Jenkins to play that line spot.
They only lose about 57 pounds. What the heck? Wingback is to the right side, split end left. Backhole gives the ball on a handoff right up the middle, and driving is Hawk across the 40 out to the 45-yard line. Hawk will get to the 45 before he's brought down. The stop by David Steele, a 5'9", 205-pound senior. It'll be second down and about 3 yards to go for the Blue Dons at their own 45. 4:18 to go in the first half. Madonna with a 22-0 lead over Mullins. Wingback left, and a handoff inside on the left side, and shy of the first down is Hawk as he gets across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down, and the Blue Dons will have it 3rd and 1 as Shadzinski brings the play in from the Madonna bench.
And back into the lineup is Runyon as he replaced, it wasn't Jenkins, it was David Dixon that took over that tackle spot.
Wingback left or right, split into the left side, throw set. Backhole takes the snap, hands the ball off, and Daugherty runs into a wall after he gets the first down, goes across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Daugherty just ran headlong into David Steele, all 205 pounds of him, and they bounced off. It was the immovable object and the unstoppable force that hit right there at about the midfield, and Daugherty bounced off of it and picked up 2 or 3 more yards.
Daugherty has been that type of runner for the Blue Dons all year, straightforward, just keep churning the legs, and that time it paid off for him.
Daugherty and Hawk, the running backs. His Backhole gives the ball, and there's a fumble. Hawk fumbles it, and Mullins is going to get it. On the exchange, Hawk never really got the football. It rolled loose, and Mullins, David Steele dives on it, and Mullins gets the football in maybe their best field position at their own 48-yard line.
They have their first opportunity to get into Blue Dawn territory on this drive as we're down to 3:02 to go in the first half. David Steele diving on that loose ball as Hawk and back on with a very good exchange.
Well, 6'3", 185-pound Mark Sizemore, the quarterback, puts a man in a flanker left, and he's back to throw. The rush is on. He throws a screen out there, complete to the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, down to the 25-yard line. The screen out on the left side works very well, and the ball carrier was Reggie Hurst, and he takes the ball all the way down to the Blue Dawn 25. So sometimes pursuit can get you into problems, and that time they caught the Blue Dons coming in through the screen out to the right over the Madonna defenders, and it picks up good yardage to the Madonna 25.
28-yard pickup on the play now, 39 yards passing on 3 of 7 for Mullins.
Wing back in the slot left. Sizemore takes the snap, hands the ball to Church. Church inside the 15-yard line, all the way down to the Madonna 12. It'll be another first down as Lafferty makes the stop for Madonna. But it'll be first down for Mullins at the 12. Now Madonna's going to call a timeout. 2:18 to go in the first half. Madonna with a 22-0 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
For your child's future, start with insurance. And the Arcatelli.
Okay, if you got a score, give it to us in this break, in between the two spots.
For now and the future, Youth Guard 25 is the only life insurance policy your child or grandchild will ever need. Youth Guard 25 is term insurance, which converts automatically to universal life insurance at age 22 and is available for any qualifying young person up to age 18.
We have them listening to Park down here. You don't have to call Laidley Field.
Building plan, earning tax-deferred interest on the $25,000 worth of insurance. Once issued, Youth Guard 25 cannot be canceled for any reason, so long as the premium is paid on time or there is adequate cash in the account to cover the cost. Youth Guard 25 from Arcatelli Insurance
it's
is
on
insurance that lasts a
WKFM.
lifetime. The amount of insurance can also be increased if necessary at specified times. A bright beginning toward future financial security. Youth Guard 25 is a
That's a 60? Okay.
Get affordable life insurance protection. Youth Guard 25. Available from Arcatelli Insurance by calling 740.
Send it back. Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, and the Madonna Blue Dons defensively in a little bit of a bind here as Mullins in the 2 plays from their own 47. They've got it down to the Blue Don 12-yard line. The Rebels in the ball game have been able to pick up 5 first downs and have it now first and 10 at the Dawn 12.
Sizemore sets his ball clock. Sizemore on the option play will keep the football. Sizemore to the 10-yard line, and there he runs into Brian Hawk at the 10. Did a lot of fancy dancing out there. Didn't pick up a lot of yardage. And they'll mark the ball at the 11-yard line. They'll give him a gain of 1. It'll be second down and 9.
On the play, David Oseba trailing. He was going to try and steal the pitch. He stayed out to the outside start, outside between the 2 men, and that forced Sizemore to turn it up.
Pro set, Sizemore being chased. Sizemore throws the pass upfield. It's complete at the 15-yard line. There was a lot of pressure by Oseba on the quarterback. He dumped the ball off to Steele, and Steele is hurt. Steele is down on the field, and they will have to tend to him. There's a timeout down on the field with 1:34 to go in the first half. 22-0 Madonna in the lead. We'll pause for this message.
Want to wish the Madonna Blue Dons football team good luck in their state playoff game. Medical Building Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of today's game.
There's a timeout, so it's going to be a 60. So between these 30s, let me know what you got.
At Medical Building Pharmacy, you can get free delivery and senior citizen discounts. They have a full line of pharmaceutical supplies for all your needs. They're located in the lobby of the medical building near Weirton Medical Center at 485 Colliers Way in Weirton. Charlie Mitchell back at the studio, and Guyan Valley is leading Tyler County 6-0 in the second quarter. Moorefield over Wama 7-0 next in the first quarter. Matewan and Ward County tied at 10 also in the second.
You know, Italian restaurants aren't
No changes on those.
There's one on just about every corner and every down. So the challenge isn't just finding one.
Those are all still the same.
Good one. don't need to look any further than Mario's Restaurant, 3810 Main Street in Weirton, for the finest Italian cuisine. Steak, salad, and daily specials. Mario's great tasting food will keep you coming back again and again. Mario's also offers catering for special occasions.
Get out of it.
Up to 40 people. Too tired to cook? Take convenient carry-out available. Just call 748-1179. Mario's Restaurant.
While we were away, Sizemore, the quarterback, takes the snap and rolls to his right, looks upfield, tries to throw into triple coverage, and the Blue Dons bat the ball away. So an incompleted pass is going to set up 4th down now, and about 11 yards at the Madonna 13-yard line.
And we saw in the pregame warm-ups that the kicking game not very good for Mullins, and also the score not very good for Mullins. They need to get it into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Sizemore out of a pro set with a wing back right. Sizemore back to throw, rushes on, lobs a pass into the end zone, knocked away by Jones, but we're going to have an interference call. Jones knocked the ball away, but we're going to have an interference call. The pass intended for Jason Jenkins in the end zone, and now they'll talk it over. It would be an automatic first down.
And it appeared as if as Jones started to go up and over the defensive man, he got a hand on his backside, and that would be the call for the interference. And in that case, it would be a very good call, as he had the hand on the receiver trying to go up and over to bat the ball away.
Put the ball at the 6-yard line, make it 1st and goal now for Mullins. Madonna with a 22-0 lead, 1:24 left to go in the first half. And if Mullins can punch this in, it would take them into the locker room with some pretty good momentum. High formation, car eye to the right. Sizemore sets him up. Sizemore gives the ball to the deep back. He's hitting the backfield and drops. Hawk breaks through to bring down the ball carrier in the backfield.
Church.
It was Church, and he's brought down back at the 8-yard line. There's loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 8. And now Mullins having to fight the clock to 1:02 to go in the first half. Car eye right again. Church the deep back. And they fake the handoff. He wants to throw. Throwing into the end zone. Touchdown. The Madonna defender fell down. Jones fell down. And the pass was caught by Jason Jenkins as Jones slipped in the end zone, and Jason Jenkins just stood and waited for the football, and Mullins has jumped back into the football game. It's now 22-6. And I imagine they'll go for 2.
7-play, 53-yard drive for the Mullins Rebels.
So Mullins comes up into a pro set, going for 2. And Sizemore rolling right. Wants to throw, rushes on, throws it into the end zone, incomplete. With 49 seconds to go in the first half of play, it's Madonna 22, Mullins 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Just a 30-second break here.
Mary Lou, I got a message for you. We want you to call Domino's Pizza and tell them that they need 12 more pizzas started immediately for this game down here. We're using the only available telephone. So call Domino's and tell them to start 12 more immediately, and they're going to get them, I guess.
797-7222. Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, the Madonna Blue Dons see Mullins drive the football down the field to get the score as he make it now 22-6, and set to kick off for the Rebels is number 80, Randy Hurst.
Well, Mullins lining up to kick the football. The Blue Dons looking for an onside kick. And he kicks it deep. Single back there. Picked up at the 17, out over the 20. Lucchino looking for running room. Won't find it as he gets across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. 43 seconds left to go in this first half. And the Blue Dons may be content to sit on this, Michael. What do you think?
I think they will sit on this and just run a couple of dive plays. If they happen to bust anything, then they may try and get some more points on the board. Although they really don't have to, well, they'd have to pick up 40-some yards to get into field goal range for Beloga.
Wing back left. Backel gives the ball on the left side, breaking on the open Oseva at the 50, the 45, the 40, 35, the 20, put it in the box. Oseva touchdown! 67 yards. David Oseva, and the Blue Dogs strike right back. That's the way you sit on the football.
David Oseva, 5 carries, 99 yards, and a 67-yard touchdown, which may take all the heart out of Mullins, who has to kick off to Madonna to start the second half.
And the Blue Dogs lead it 28-6, and Beloga on the field, ready to kick the extra point out of a Jason Backel hole. Waiting for the snap. There's the placement. The kick is up. Put that one in the book, too. With 17 seconds to go in the first half of play, Madonna 29, Mullins 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Just the 30-second spot.
You can also get the Nintendo Entertainment System plus a variety of products like California games, print shop, accessories, and printers, and an integrated cloud to more. Remember, 10% down before your purchase and layaway Computer Infinity, 112 South 24th Street, Weirton, or call 723-0014.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, the Madonna Blue Dogs set to kick off once again. Beloga coming up on the ball.
And a squint kick low, coming toward the near sidelines, but we have whistles. And let's see what this is all about. I don't see any flags.
The whistles are blowing. I could hear them on the near sideline. Maybe the ball wasn't signaled ready for play. We had that last night when Ripley tried an onside kick.
Well, the officials going to bring the ball back, and
the water bucket
illegal procedure against Mullins. So a 5-yard penalty, and the Blue Dogs will kick from the 45. Kick from the 45-yard line now. Beloga teeing the ball up on its side, and it'll be another squid kick. But when he hits a squibber, man, he kicks it down sometimes to the 10-yard line. He really puts the foot in the football. Well, the official says we're ready, and here he comes. And there's the squib. Going towards the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Picked up there, out over the 15, the 20. Still running, and down to the 24-yard line, where a gang tackle by the Blue Dogs brings the ball carrier down.
Only 11 seconds. Started.
Only 11 seconds now left to go. It was 17.
Yeah.
Now it's 11. That's 6 left.
Sun on the board. I blew that one. Okay.
It's first down 10 for Mullins at their own 23-yard line.
And they don't get a play off.
And the clock has expired. That's the end of the first half of play, and the Madonna Blue Dogs showing why they are rated #1 in the state of West Virginia. Jump out to a 29-6 lead over the Mullins Rebels. Mike will be back with scores and statistics after we take this timeout.
Okay, give me a 60. I'm going to recap the scoring. Then I'll send it back to you. You can read your scores that you have. Maybe even read some college scores if you want to do it in there and take a little bit of time, and then I'll come back with the individuals.
Who cares?
Okay? Send it to me. I'll recap the scoring, then I'll send it back to you for scores of other games, and then college scores too, Charlie.
1 hour cleaning. Manual's Dry Cleaning. 3115 Main Street in Weirton.
Best wishes go out to the Madonna Blue Dogs in their football playoff game from
For at least 2 more scores by Madonna in the second half. Even with the second unit in, I'm looking for 43 points from the Blue Dogs.
And Kim North trying to point out that the Blue Dons may go after a single-A record of 57 points. And
well,
they had the opportunity, but I know Jim Paul is not one to really try and rub a score in someone's face. And he'll probably get some of the younger kids into this ball game. Right now, Mullins kicking off to the Madonna Blue Dons.
And it's a low, spiraling kick that is rolling on the ground. Lutino fumbles it, now picks it up at the 15. Out over the 20, and he's submarine as he gets to the 23-yard line. That's where the Blue Dons will start it with 11:53 left to go in this third quarter as we just started. And the Blue Dons with a 23-point lead.
It's something you have to wonder about here. Maybe Madonna coming out maybe a little flat after rolling to such an easy lead in that first half of play.
Watch him break one here, Michael.
Well, you know how great I am on predictions, so it's a difference.
Wing back left, split to the right, and a handoff on the right side, and Burns doesn't find much as it gets across the 25 to the 26-yard line, and brought down there by the interior line of the Mullins Rebels. So it will be second down and just about 7 yards to go for Madonna, 3-yard gain. That last stop out there was by Greg Dooley as Backel. When Backel gets under center, his face mask touches the rear end of the center. Handoff on the left side, Burns out into the secondary, Burns across the 40-45-yard line. David Burns didn't run into a wall that time. He ran into some open territory, and it's a first down for the Blue Dons. And Madonna just too quick and too explosive for this team. When the hole opens up, the Blue Dons are in the secondary before Mullins can react to it.
And you heard on the interview with Coach Grogg, he said that was the most outstanding thing. Madonna overall team speed just too fast for him.
Backel takes the snap, gives to Burns. Burns tries to cut it back inside as he came toward the near sidelines, but he runs into Kevin Acord, a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. And it'll be no gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and 11 for the Blue Dons at their own 46-yard line.
And the Blue Dons here in the third quarter showcasing David Burns as he's had all 3 carries. He's teamed in the backfield with David Oseba, who needs just a yard to get over the 100-yard mark.
I formation. And Burns finds that yard and more across the 50, 45, down to the Rebel 44-yard line. It may be another Madonna first down, and it is. They move the sticks. Put the ball at the Mullins 43.
11-yard pickup for David Burns, and the Blue Dons with 10 first downs now in the ballgame.
So Madonna just moving the football up the field against this much bigger Mullins football team. But the Blue Dons blocking very well. Backel gives the ball on a counter play to Oseba, and Oseba dives across the 40-yard line down to the Mullins 37. It'll be second down and just about 5 yards to go for the Blue Dons at the Mullins 37-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
David Steele getting ankle retaped in the locker room for Mullins, and he's a key man on that defense.
Wing back left. Handoff. No, fake now. Pitch to Burns. He's hit in the backfield. They fake the handoff, gave to Burns, and he's hit in the backfield. And a host of Mullins tacklers and the Blue Don fans, if you heard it in the background, wanted a piling on call, but they didn't get it.
They drop him back to the 47, so a loss of 9 yards on the play for David Burns.
So third down and 14 for the Blue Dons now at the Mullins 47-yard line. And that play was ill-conceived. Lucchino split left. Shadzinski to the right. They haven't thrown to Shadzinski yet today. And back to throw. Pop over the middle. It's complete at the 35-yard line. Shy of the first down at the 36. Pass upfield to Brian Maley. And it will be shy of the first down by about 3 yards. So it'll be 4th and 3 for the Blue Dons at the 36. They're going to go for it.
11-yard completion that time to Brian Maley, who is the leading receiver for the Madonna Blue Dons.
Jones is split left. Pro set. Burns and Oseba the running backs. And a handoff to, no, Backel keeps the football, turns the corner. Flag goes down at the 25, and he's out of bounds at the 21-yard line, but we have a flag back upfield, and I believe that first down will be nullified. And they're going to bring it back.
In the area that it was thrown, it's going to be a clip against the Blue Dons, and this will probably force Kenny Kazmarek into his first punting situation of the evening. And David Steele coming back very heavily taped now in the end zone to our left. We probably will not see him anymore this afternoon unless Mullins can come back and make a game of this here in the third quarter.
Well, they're going to mark off long yardage against Madonna. 15-yard penalty. Clipping call against Madonna will take the ball back to the Madonna side of the 50-yard line at the Blue Don 49. And Kenny Kazmarek is in to kick.
Kazmarek's first kick of the day, as we said, averaging a little bit shy of 32 yards per punt.
Standing at his own 37, gets a good snap and gets a low spiraling kick that hits at the 25. They have to let it go. It'll roll inside the 20 and be down at the Mullins 17-yard line. So that's where Mullins will have the football. Madonna leads at 29-6. It looked like Madonna was going to take it right down the field as they moved the ball very well, but an ill-conceived pitch play. Now the officials call a timeout. They've got an equipment adjustment. The ill-conceived pitch play and a 15-yard penalty stalled that Madonna drive.
And Stonewall Jackson jumping out a little bit more on Wheeling Park now, 21-7 in the third quarter. Stonewall, a very tough team, and it's possible that we could have a rematch of last year's AAA championship in Brook and Stonewall.
Pro set behind the quarterback, gives the ball to Church. Church into the secondary, across the 25, out over the 30 to the 33-yard line. Church out to the 33, where Burns brings him down along with Brennan Lafferty. But it's a first down for the Mullins Rebels at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go!
So a Church, who is unquestionably their finest ball carrier, picks up some good yardage there, about 14 yards. Wing back left. And again, the ball to Church, and Church again on the same play across the 40 out to the 45-yard line, where Lucchino brings him down. And as he spotted at the 44, and that's the way Church started the ball game, with two fine runs, and there's another good one, and that's another first down.
67 yards and 14 carries for Church, and that's first down number 8 for the Rebels.
So they set in a pro set, and this time they fake the handoff. Now they give it to the big back on the right side, and he dives across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. That's Hurst. And he'll get to the, call it the 49-yard line, where it'll be second down and about 5 yards to go. 2nd and 5 for Mullins at their own 49-yard line. 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Madonna with a 29-6 lead. Here's a pitch to Church. Church turns the corner at the 50 to 45, finds an opening down to the Blue Don 42-yard line. Kazmarek over to make the stop for Madonna, but not before Church gets the ball down to the 42-yard line. And the Madonna fans exhorting their football team now, as Mullins, surprisingly, is coming out and moving the ball very well against this Blue Don defense. Split end to the left side with a man in a slot. Give the ball to Church, and Church right up the middle drives inside the 40 to the Madonna 37-yard line.
Church, they said, would average 25 to 30 carries a ball game. He's already got 16 early moments of the third quarter, and now he's starting to pick up some yardage against that Blue Don defense, and he's diving left against that right side of the Blue Don defensive front.
And it'll be second down and 5. 2nd and 5, fake the handoff, quarterback keeps it. That was a mistake. Oseba hitting first, and then Joe Chinoski finished him off. And there's a loss of about 2 yards on the play. It'll be third down and 7. The ball at the 39-yard line of the Blue Don. Quarterback faked to Church that time, kept the ball himself, and that was not what he needed to do. Wing back to the right side, rolling right. Looking upfield, lobbing the pass, knocked away. We're going to have a penalty flag.
Flag was thrown into the line.
Holding will be called against Mullins.
I think when the flag was thrown, a lot of the Madonna fans thought they were going to get hit with an interference call. The flag was thrown towards the line of scrimmage and will go against the Rebels from Mullins. And Madonna, in all probability, may not take this, as it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that remains to be seen what the Blue Dons will do as they talk it over. And
the coaching staff wants
they say, take the penalty. The coaching staff says, we want this one. So they will accept the penalty.
That's the 5th call for 30 yards against the Rebels today.
So Mullins with the football, 3rd down and about 18 yards to go at their own 49-yard line. Let's see if Sizemore decides to throw it here. Sizemore does, drop straight back to throw. Pumps once, rushes on, screen pass right side to Hurst, and Hurst slips and falls at the 49-yard line. Omar, the mushroom monster, reaches up and grabs hold of his feet. Omar lives in the turf of Jimmy Carey Stadium and grabs the feet of offensive football players from other teams, and Omar got him there.
Omar lives in the mind of John Serenia.
Oh, no. Omar, the mushroom monster. He's been living in this turf for years. Reaches up and grabs feet of offensive players from the other team.
And now Mullins is going to have to call a timeout as they had a little bit of difference getting people onto the field. 4:47 to go, 3rd quarter, 29-6. Madonna leads it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Now, if you have an updated score other than the Stonewall game, you can give it at the end of this commercial, since we gave you some time, only a 30-second break.
The Master Mechanic cordless power screwdriver is just $13.99.
Write those down if he gives any, would you? If he gives any.
Hardware, 240 Cove Road in Weirton. Radio 1430. WEIR. Weirton, Steubenville.
Okay, we come back to Jimmy Carey Stadium, and it's a 4th down situation for the Mullins Rebels, and the Rebels are going to have to punt the football away. Clyde Sizemore, the punter for Mullins, has had 3 pretty good kicks, 2 pretty bad kicks, and we have to wonder which one he'll have, and he's not going to have any kind of kick, as they have to go for it, trailing 29-6. Mark Sizemore and company come out defensively, send a couple of receivers to the near sidelines. That's Jenkins and Clyde Sizemore.
4th down and about 18 yards to go at the Mullins 49-yard line. Sizemore under the center. Sizemore is back to throw. Rushes on, lobs it downfield. It's caught shy of the 1st down at the Blue Dot 35-yard line. Threw it into double coverage, and a nice pass by Sizemore, and a nice reception, but just not enough yardage as the pass completed to Hurst, but the Blue Dots will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Blue Dons with 4:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter, leading in the ball game 29-6. No scoring here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams having 1 possession.
So the Blue Dons come up to the line of scrimmage. Jason Backel under center. Backel gives the ball off to the right side. Oseba across the 35, down to out to about the 36-yard line. Gain of some 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down, just about 4.5 yards to go. Second and about 4.5 at the Madonna 40-yard line. Wing back is to the right side. That's Jones. Lucchino split left. And a handoff on the left side, and Daugherty finds a hole across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. It's another 1st down for the Blue Dons. Madonna with a 29-6 lead, 3:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
9-yard pickup that time for Tim Daugherty on his first carry of the 2nd half. He now has 68 yards in the ball game, coming on 7 rushes. And the Blue Dons well over the 200-yard mark, 260 yards rushing.
Shadzinski split left and back to throw. They're going to throw to him. He's wide open. He catches the football at the 33-yard line. They had not thrown to Shadzinski all day, and the back over there was Clyde Sizemore. He just let him go, and if Shadzinski had been able to hold his feet, it had gone for a touchdown, but he slipped after he caught the football and went down at the 34. It is a Madonna first down.
17 yards on the gain, and now Backel 4 of 5 on the afternoon for 69 yards and an interception. The Blue Dons with 12 first downs.
Here's Jason Backel up to the line of scrimmage. Backel gives the ball to Oseba. Oseba off the right side, inside the 30, down to the Mullins 28-yard line. And Madonna just banging away, and then the occasional pass play, and then bang away again. Wearing this Mullins team down with a Madonna with a 23-point lead. Second down and about 4 yards to go at the 28-yard line of the Rebels. Madonna splits Jones left, Shadzinski right. Hand off to Daughtery. Daughtery into the secondary across the 25. Now we have a flag go down as he's brought down at the 21-yard line. And we have a face mask call against Mullins, which will take the ball down very close to the 10-yard line.
7-yard pickup and the first down for Timmy Daughtery.
They're going to talk, the official's going to talk to him and say, you do want this penalty, don't you? And the kid will say, well, I'm really not sure, Mr. Referee. My karma today, though, says I ought to take it.
Face mask puts the ball just outside the 10, so the Blue Dons can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown.
But the Blue Dons, within striking distance certainly now, Shadzinski is split left. And Backel has Oseba and Daughtery as the running backs. And he gives on a counter to Oseba, and Oseba gets inside the 10, will get to about the 8-yard line. Hitting him was Greg Dooley, 191-pound senior for Mullins, and the ball at the 8-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go for a first down, about 8.5 yards to go for a touchdown. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Madonna leading 29-6. Daughtery and Oseba, again the running backs. And Backel gives to Daughtery, and Daughtery has stood right up at the line of scrimmage, gains maybe a yard. The hit on him was by Jason Jenkins. And he will get the ball, they'll say, to about the 6-yard line. So it'll be third down and about 6 for a first down, 6.5 for a touchdown. And out of the huddle. Oseba and Daughtery staying in there as the tandem behind Backel. And Backel on the option keeps the football, and he'll get to the 3. No, they'll say the 4 now. He'll get to the 4-yard line, and I believe Beloga will come in. Beloga comes in, and he'll have just a little bit of an angle as he'll be kicking from the right hash mark, and the ball will be spotted at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt for Beloga. Backel will hold. Here's the snap, the placement, put it in the books. The kick is good. With 37 seconds to go in the third quarter, Madonna leads 32-6. Put it back in 30 seconds.
$4 million in financial aid money this year alone. As an area resident, you may qualify for any new financial aid programs. Funds could be available for a quality university education that can make a difference in your future. Next semester classes begin in January. Now is the time to apply. To find out more, call the Franciscan University of Steubenville admission office, 283-6226.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium, the Madonna Blue Dons getting a field goal from Stevie Beloga, 22 yards, a 9-play, 61-yard drive for the Blue Dons, and the Blue Dons that time using up 4 minutes and 4 seconds for the score.
Here's Beloga's squib kick, rolling around at the 30, and Boy picks it up and falls at the 33-yard line. Picking it up was Chad Cart, a 5'8", 155-pound junior, and as he picked the ball up, Omar got him too.
Omar ought to save some of these maybe for next week.
Don't worry about it. We'll fertilize him this week and he'll be fine. 1st and 10 for Mullins at their own 33-yard line. Sizemore sets his ball club. Hands the ball off into Church, and Church inside is dropped by David Oseba, 5'10", 185-pound junior of Madonna that goes both ways.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter with the score Madonna 32, Mullins 6. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in 60 seconds. If you got any updates on the scores, give quick print. Put a little bit of mustard, that's all.
Wheeling National Bank is proud of what the Blue Dons football team has accomplished. It is behind them all the way in their quest for a state championship. Wheeling National Bank, Main Street, Weirton.
Okay, I guess we'll take it back here at the game. We're hoping to get some updates. If we have any, Charlie, if you got any updates, let us have them right now.
The staff and management is confident that this is the year of Madonna. Go all the way. And remember, if you have relatives coming in for the holidays, call the Townhouse Motel now for reservations. Don't put yourself out. Make your guests more comfortable. The Townhouse.
Don't give any scores. Send it right back.
The Townhouse Motel, Freedom Way, Weirton. Phone 748-2260 for reservations.
Back at Jimmy Carey Stadium as we get set to move into quarter number 4. The Madonna Blue Dons leading 32-6 over the Mullins Rebels. Mark Sizemore in there, 2nd down and 9 for Mullins.
2nd and 9, Sizemore sets his ball club. He's back to throw, gives on an inside handoff down to Church. Church across the 35 out to the 40 to the 42-yard line where Kazmarek hits him along with John Molino for the Blue Dons. Now they're going to say that they want to measure. I'm going to tell you what, that's a yard shy. Even Michael saw that.
That's hard to believe, huh? It's short.
It's short by a yard.
At least.
Kim North says 6 inches. Come on, Kim. Boy, they stretch this out. Watch this. It's a whole yard, Kim. Shy by a yard. And it will be 3rd down and a yard for Mullins at their own 42-yard line. 11:51 remaining in the ball game, and Blue Dons have this one well in hand at 32-6. Barring one of the greatest comebacks in the history of high school football, the Blue Dons will be back here next weekend.
And a lot of lineup changes for the Blue Dons. Mike Matewan playing one of the defensive tackles, and Mike Arlia, I think, in at the other. Chris Ball, the other tackle.
Wingback is in the slot left. Sizemore sets his team. And Sizemore gives on an inside handoff, and driving is Hurst for a 1st down at the 45-yard line. And the bottom of the pile for Madonna is Rich Milburn, 6 foot, 185-pound junior. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mullins at their own 45-yard line. Clock is running with 11.5 minutes to go in the game. Madonna with a 32-6 lead. And up to the line of scrimmage, Sizemore takes the snap, fakes the handoff, lobs it upfield, the pass complete at the Madonna 45 down to the Madonna 42-yard line. Pass complete to Bart Hawk, the tight end, and it's a 1st down for Mullins at the 42.
13-yard pass completion and another 1st down for the Rebels. That's their 11th of the ball game.
And Mullins. Sizemore sets his ball club at the Madonna 42-yard line with a wingback left. And rolling left. Sizemore looking upfield, throws a pass up there. Intercepted by Kazmarek. 35. Kazmarek down at the 37-yard line. pass intended upfield for Clyde Sizemore, the wide receiver. Kazmarek stepped right in front of him and pulled it down. So the Blue Dogs have the ball back at their own 38-yard line.
13-yard return on the interception by Kazmarek, and the Blue Dogs, as John says, with a 1st and 10 from their own 38. And we will see if they have any different changes in the lineup. Kazmarek now the quarterback. Still looks as if Daugherty at one of the running back spots.
And Burns. So Kazmarek calls signals and gives the ball to Daugherty, and Daugherty knifes off the right side of the line, gets to the 40-yard line. The stop by Bart Hawk, along with John Runyon, the big 254-pound tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Dogs at their own 40-yard line. Madonna with a 26-point lead, 32-6, with 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game.
19 more rushing yards. The Blue Dogs will go over the 300-yard mark.
Kazmarek looks over the defense, takes the snap, gives the ball, fakes the ball to Burns, keeps the football, and wrestles his way for what may be a 1st down as he gets across the 45 out to the 48. That's very close to a 1st down, and it is. 1st down, Madonna. So the Blue Dogs with another 1st down, and you can see these Mullins ball players now very slow getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Blue Dogs have really just outfought them and outspeed them today. They just were no match for the speed of the Blue Dogs. Speed against size, and Madonna shows what speed can do as Kazmarek sets his team. Kazmarek gives the ball on the right side to Daugherty, and they fumble the football. Now the ball loose. Let's see who's got it, and Mullins comes up with it. On the exchange from Kazmarek, Daugherty and Kazmarek, the ball came loose, and Mullins gets the ball back at their own 49-yard line. 9:20 left to go in the ball game. We told you earlier, Madonna will be back here next weekend, and the time of the game and the date will be set by their opponents on Sunday. We'll let you know what that is. Here's Sizemore back to throw. Rushes on. He's buried. Oh, what a beautiful hit by Brennan Lafferty. Lafferty came in from the left side of the defensive line, and he was not touched. And he buried Sizemore. He never saw him coming. All the way back to the 38-yard line.
11-yard loss on that sack, and Sizemore was trying to set up the screen, and he could see that the screen was in danger because the Blue Dogs had read that play also, and Sizemore hit for the big loss.
Back to throw Sizemore, rolling left, lobbing the pass upfield, and it's incomplete. Overthrowing his intended receiver, it was Brad Houck, and the Blue Dogs had 2 men in front of him and 1 behind him. So the pass incomplete, stops the clock with 8:29 to go in the game. 2nd down and 3rd down rather, and 20 for Mullins at their own 39-yard line. And the only bright thing today for Mullins is the fact that their fans are sitting in the sun.
Well, they got on the scoreboard too.
Wingback is in a slot left. Back to throw Sizemore. Lobbing a pass downfield. It's going to be intercepted by Kazmarek at the 30-yard line. Kazmarek comes over and intercepts the ball. Takes it away from Greg Church at the Blue Don 30-yard line. I called that one before he had the ball in his hands, Kimmer.
We got a couple of exchanges of turnovers here as the teams, Madonna coming up with a couple of interceptions by Ken Kazmarek, and Mullins getting the fumble recovery at midfield, trying to go for the big play down the sidelines, unable to do so. Kazmarek now has Burns and Osebe behind him, Szadzinski, and on the far side, David Hawk is the wingback.
So Kazmarek sets it up. Kazmarek gives it on the right side to Osebe. Osebe threw a big hole across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Osebe gets to the 36-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and about 4 yards to go. 2nd and 4 for the Blue Dogs. They lead in this game 32-6 with 7:47 to go in the ball game.
Josh Palenko goes into the ball game. We had seen him a little bit at the quarterbacking spot. Also in for Madonna, Frank DiCarlo at a wideout.
5'10", 160-pound sophomore. And a handoff to Burns, and Burns snipes through a big hole, breaks out into the secondary, across the 45 to the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Rebels. Another first down for Madonna. First down, Madonna at the Rebel 40.